Today, Tuesday, the 6th of May 2025, we have some handpicked events to share with you, which of course will be backed up by some stats and analytics to help you make your picks in the list to boost your winning by a greater percent. And to those of you who want to have access to our handpicked events, which we share to members only, especially our top picks based on corner kick events and goal probability with huge odds to take your winning to the next height, then you want to make sure to join the Level 2 Pro membership package plan or the Level 3 Master Plan to have access to these features to take your winning to the next height. Also, you're going to have access to top-notch video tutorial classes as a member to start having access to these features so that you can start taking your winning to the next level. To those of you who want to join, the link is below this video description. But before we proceed on today's event, we have a quick announcement to make. If you come here to the front page of our channel here, this section titled as the Home tab, you're going to see that we provide match predictions to members only in terms of our top events like top 12, top 15, top 9, and comprises of corner kick events and goal probability with huge odds, which you can use at your advantage. To those of you who want to access the members only video match prediction picks, then you want to make sure that you join the Level 2 Pro membership package plan or the Level 3 Master Plan. Also, if you become a member, you can also have access to top-notch tutorial classes. For example, if you're a member of the Level 2 Pro plan, you're going to have access to the Level 2 Pro classes, as you can see here, as bonus. This will give you access to the live match corner kick strategy step by step, a simple trick to make consistent win, match prediction strategy you have never seen before that will amaze you, a comeback soccer bet strategy you have never seen before, tactical straight win and 2.5 goal strategy you can use at your advantage, and 99% win rate strategy you can use at your own advantage. These are for members of the Level 2 Pro plan. Once you join the membership package plan, you have access to all of these video tutorials in one place. But if you become a member of the Level 3 Master, you have access to the Level 3 Master classes as well. This will give you additional top features of match prediction strategy, like the excellent corner kick strategy revealed to Masters only of the Level 3, the top secret AI tool we use to find games in terms of straight wins and goal probability, the game changer corner kick strategy that revealed the top secret site we use to find corner kick event to include in our sleep, the top AI tool we use to actually use at your advantage, and the home and away match prediction strategy step by step, and 2.5 goal strategy you can use to beat the bookies and win even more. If you have access to the Level 3 Masterclass, you're going to have access also to all of these tutorial classes in one place, as well as our handpick event to make you a master and stand ahead of others. Also, if you come here to the front page of our channel, we also provide some free prediction tutorial. If you come to the video tab here and click on the video section, you're going to see that here on this area, we provide match prediction strategy, which you can also watch for free. We also have tutorials. Once you scroll across this page, you're going to see a lot of them, which you can take advantage of it. For example, we have this one here titled as the top 5 prediction apps, which we have compared some of the features you want to take advantage of it and see some of the top 5 soccer prediction apps you can use at your advantage. This tutorial, if you watch it for free, you're going to learn some of the top 5 apps for match predictions, as well as the features we have shared. You can take advantage of it and start to find picks for your own use. We also have another one here titled as the expert tips for picking winning soccer match. Here, we have explained some of the features or tips which you can use at advantage to find winning games you can include in your sleep. The next one we'll comment is this particular one here, the 5 hidden Sofascore features to make more win bet, which of course we have explained some of the Sofascore feature you never knew existed before, and you can take advantage of it by watching this video tutorial to the end and learn some of the hidden features we have shared here to take advantage of it and start to make consistent win. This tutorial is free, and the more you scroll across this page, you will discover more of tutorials like that, which you can take advantage of it. So without wasting time, let's look at some of the events we have to share with you. Looking at the first game here, we are looking at Armenia in the first leg, where we looked at Bentonit against Sinik. In this event, of course, the performance of Sinik, the way have proved to be very offensive. They had a game recently against Ararat, they beat it 3-1. Against Mika Jerevan, they beat it 1-0. Of course, this same Ararat and Mika also had a game with the home team. And looking at the strength of it, you can see Mika had a game with Bentonit, it beat it 3-1. And against Ararat Yerevan, they had a loss 4-2. If the away team is able to beat Ararat Yerevan more number of goals for which the home lose 4-2, then this predict us the probability of goals already. Of course, looking at also the game they had with Mika Jerevan, where this home team beat it 3-1. This same Mika Jerevan had with the home team 1-0. Of course, this tells us that goal probability is great occurrence. Now, looking at the stand performance comparison in terms of the recent event these two have had, the form of the away have proved here that they are very good. They are the one top in this table. They sit on the first place. They have recently had 5 games with 4 lead, scoring 13, conceding 3. The offensive strength is very great, and the defense is also good. But if we look at that of the home in terms of the recent performance they have recently had, they are going to see that the defensive line is not very good. They sit on the 9th place, 5 games played at home. They're just 1 win, scoring 8 and conceding 13. This gives an opening for the defensive line of the home, making the away team they have the probability of scoring. And since the home team is coming home, you also want to impress. This is why I said that goal probability is one of the major occurrence, even though we also look at snake as a straight win. As a result, we want to look at 2 major picks here in full time. For this particular event, we'll look at least the probability of 1.5 goal or 2 goals over in full time, as well as we want to look at the probability of the way to lead. But of course, goal probability is the most occurring events as we want to look at in this event in full time. In the next, we looked at China in the Super League. We are looking at Qingdao West Coast against Shenzhen Zipechen. In this event, the away team have proved to concede very much with a weak defensive line, conceding 3, 4, and 3. They recently had a game against Mezu Haka, against Shandong Taishan with a big loss. Of course, the home have also had games with that particular, you can see Mezu Haka, they beat it 3-1. This same Mezu had a game with the away team and had a loss 3-0. To tell us goal probability is here, and also, of course, other comparison, Shandong Taishan, where he had a loss 5-1, and also with the opponent, Shandong Taishan, also a loss 4-0, to prove that the defensive line of both sides are not too very tight. Therefore, goal probability is what we want to expect. But first, looking at the form comparison in terms of the strength of the home and the away, the home team, West Coast, have proved here that you can see the offense is good, the defense is not good. Scoring 11 goals and conceding 11 to prove that the defense is weak and the offense is good, because they've had 5 games played, scoring up to 11. Offense good, defense poor. That of its away team also have shown that here, as you can see, the defense is what amazed us. The very weak defensive line conceding 13, just playing 5, conceding 13 and scoring just 2. So both want to impress. As a result, we expect 1 major pick here in full time. For this particular event, since both of the 2 side defense are not very tight and one side have an offense which is great, at least 1.5 goal is the most occurrence we want to look at here in full time as our major pick. In the next, here we looked at China in the Super League, Mezu Haka against Shanghai Shenhua. Of course, looking at this particular 2, we are looking at the probability most of corner kicks for the home team to have at least between 2 to 4 corner kicks, or the away team to have between 2 to 4 corner kicks. But most occurrence is the home to have more probability of corners, because they do offense more corner kick and the away concede more corners. And I will share with you some stats to back this up. Now, looking at the performance of Mezu Haka in some of the events they have had at home, in terms of the corners they scored, you can see that here, the first game they had against its opponent here, which is Shenzhen, you can see that here they scored a total of 9 corners. They are good at scoring. And the next they had against Sengchun Yatai, they scored the number of corners, as you can see, 16 corners were scored to prove that they are good at corners. In the next, they had against Wuhan 3 Towns. Recently, you can see that they had 6. Of course, we find an average here. We're going to see that they are good scoring capacity team. Then if we start to look at the comparison of its opponent, Shanghai Shenhua, based on the way corner they had, you're going to see that they are also good at corner scoring. They score 7, conceding 6. You can see in the next event, Shenhua had against Shandong Taishan. You can see here that they score 7, conceding 8. Good at scoring and good at conceding. And here they had against Shanghai Port. You can see here they scored 10 and they concede 8. In other words, both of the 2 sides are good at scoring and one side is more at conceding. So as a result, we expect 2 to 3 major picks here in full time in terms of corners. For this event, since both sides are good at scoring corner kicks, we expect at least 6.5 or 7.5 corner kick in full time for this event. Also, since the home score more and the away concede more, we look at the home to have between 2 to 4 corners in full time. In other words, Can go for 2.5 corner for the home team in full time or 3 corners for the home team in full time. It's our major pick for this event. Looking at the next year, we are looking at Kuwait in the Premier League, that is Championship Premier League, Al Tadamon against Al Arabi. Of course, the performance of the away are proved to be offensive. They had a game against Salmiya where they lead 3-2. This same Salmiya had a game with the home Tarama, for which, of course, they registered a loss. As you can see, Salmiya, a loss 2-0, to prove that the away have more offense. Of course, the stand performance in terms of the recent event they have just had, the form of the away will show us here that looking at their performance stands, they are good. They are sitting in the first place, 5 gameplay recently, 4 leads, scoring 11 and conceding 5. But out of the home, in terms of the recent event they've had, as you can see, have proved that the defensive line concede very more. They concede 13 goals in 5 gameplay with 2 lead. And looking at everything in place, we expect 2 major picks in full time. For this event, we expect the away to lead as the major pick, as well as 1.5 goal as the next major pick in this event in full time is what we want to look at. Looking at the next, we looked at Finland. In the Suomen Cup, we looked at Ekanas against Inter Turku. In this event, the home team have proved to score and concede. You can see scoring 4, concede 2, scoring 4, concede 2, concede 1, scoring 6. They are good in recent events. Same way, Inter Turku have also proved to be amazing in scoring capacity, scoring 4, 2, and 4 to prove that they are good. The difference here, you can see that Inter played from a higher league in the Veseliga, but the home played from a lower league, the Yokos Liga, as you can see. And these two are coming to meet. Of course, both of the two sides want to perform since it's the cup, and as a result, we expect 2 major picks here in full time. For this event, both of the two sides want to impress since it's the cup. They want to see how to impress. Impression rate will be high. Therefore, more shots on and off target. Therefore, we expect the probability of 1.5 going full time or 2 goals over as our major pick for this event in full time. In the next, we looked at Qatar in the Emir Cup. We are looking at Al-Sadd against Al-Karitiyat. In this event, the Al-Sadd have had major game played where the lead have been good. In the cup against Ali Duha 3-0, they had a lead. In the Quarter Star League, they had a lead against Ali Duha still. Against Al Akor, they had a lead. They have been very good and offensive. Of course, we looked here at the fact that the home is very good. But if you look at that of the way, they have not recently had any game. Therefore, they will not come in good form for this tournament. As a result, since it's the cup, the home want to outperform the away teams if they had major gameplay with a great performance recently. As a result, we expect 2 to 3 major picks in full time. For this gameplay, the home have recently had major gameplay with straight lead. As a result, we expect the home to still lead here in full time as one of the major picks, since the away has not had any game played yet, and therefore the performance in this gameplay will not be good. We expect the home to lead. Secondly, we expect the probability of 1.5 goal in full time, and thirdly, the possibility of 2.5 goals in full time is our major pick for this event. In the next, we looked at Colombia in the Premier B. We're looking at Cucuta against Real Santander. In this event, of course, both of the two sides, especially the home, have proved to score a lot number of goals and also concede. Scoring 4, conceding 2, scoring 4, conceding 1, scoring 2. They are good. Its opponent, Real Santander, on the other hand, also score and concedes, scoring 2, conceding 4, conceding 2, scoring 1. And you can see they are coming to meet for this tournament. Of course, based on this tournament, you're going to see that in the terms of the form, the home have proved that here, the seat on the first place, they're the one leading this table, 4 gameplay with 4 lead, scoring 13, conceding 4. They are good at offense, and defense is tight. That of the away in terms of the recent gameplay that proved here that Santander have a defensive line that is not very tight. They are weak in the defense, and of course, the home want to take advantage of that. We are expecting goal probability here, and as a result, 2 major picks we expect in full time. For this event, the home have proved to be amazing, so expect it to lead as one of the major picks. But of course, goal probability is also the next best occurrence, at least 1.5 goals in full time. To those of you who want to have access to our handpick event, we will share to members only, especially for the weekends that is upcoming, and our next pick, which we are preparing to release to members only. Then, of course, you want to make sure to join the Level 2 Pro plan or the Level 3 Master plan to have access to all our handpick event we share to members only. We reach out to take your winning to the next height. To those of you who want to join, the link is below this video. You also have access to top-notch tutorial classes, which you can use at your advantage. So to those of you who want to join, you want to navigate the link below this video. Good luck and see you again in the next upload, and bye-bye for now.